Hi, everyone. I am Tara, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel. And today, it's going to be a little bit of a few different things. Let me see. One, I'm going to be talking about the energy. I'm going to probably be talking about mealworms, and I'll get into that, why I'm talking about mealworms. And I'm going to talk about unceded land. Like, I'm not going to go so much in depth because in depth, but I'm going to do this. Okay. And now, first off, I'm going to kind of talk about the energies. Lately, the energies have been kind of high and like way up there. Now, I've noticed the past couple weeks, weird things have been happening. Okay. Well, we're sitting here one night, and it was like energies can get high. Okay, so we're sitting here, and all of a sudden the internet went out. Well, the internet was out for 4 to 8 hours. Now, I thought it was just our internet was down. First, I thought it was just mine, and I asked someone to go over to the store or next door to find out if they had no internet. And I was told by them that they had just been at the store, and the store didn't have internet. So the internet had been out. And then roughly 4 days later, it was like energies were high again, and the power went out. And the power went out for about 4 to 8 hours. I was sleeping. So it was like, well, I'm going to bed. So now, the past few days, like, we know that the frequencies are different, and energy is different. So now, I've noticed, like I've said, I've been seeing different changes. I've done a video where birds are coming back, different animals. We have a type of fox that comes around. It's really weird looking. It's like it's something from back before, because it's not a coyote, it's not a fox, but it's brindle, and it's really different looking. Okay, it's not like any normal fox or coyote you would see. So people are noticing different plants are coming back. The abundance is here. It's coming, and we're starting to see it. Okay, so energies and frequencies and vibrations are all changing. So now, the past couple days, I've been noticing a change in how people are acting. Okay, now for the other day, energies were a little wonky, and then yesterday I was singing, and then I went to Truro, because I had my vibrations and everything just kind of, I had it aligned, because my solar plex and my throat chakra came through yesterday. It was very powerful singing that I was doing. If I had been recording it, it wouldn't have went through anyways, because it was just glitch, 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 glitch. So now, when I went to Walmart, because I look for signs from the universe. Okay, and a lot of people are saying, well, they're stopping from going to Walmart. Have any of you really noticed that a lot of the fast food places, like, just the whole matrix is coming down? Like, every place is hiring. Okay, they're all hiring because nobody wants to be abused anymore. Okay, and that's what's been happening. We've been being abused. Okay, so when you look around, notice hiring, hiring, hiring. Every fast food, every, like, Tim Hortons, every place is hiring. Now, last night I went to Walmart. I went with someone and they were getting some stuff there, and I was just going in for a phone card. Now I got in there and I went and I looked at the phone card things or at the cards, and they didn't have the phone card. So I went to look for a cash register that they would do cash, because these serve yourself thing, all they want is a card. Okay. They don't want to do cash. So when I went to see about the cash register, there was no one there. So I went and I asked, like, why is there no cash register open? Well, we're short people. And the person must went on a break. So then they said about going down to get phone. Well, down the other place in the mobile part to get a phone card, I already had a problem with the guy that was working there, because when I went there to get my phone, I was told that he could help me. And then when I got there, no, I don't do that. But he's supposed to. So I had a book like this. Okay. It was my book that I kept all my notes in, kind of my journaling, my light codes and what have you. And I accidentally forgot it there. And I went back. Oh, no, it's not here. Well, I know dang well he was pissed off at me, because I was like saying, like, you don't need to talk to me like that. So I was like pointing out, and people were seeing what was happening. So needless to say, I never got my book back. I freaked out and cried, because that was my work. And then, so I left there and I went and I sat in the truck and I went to Keith. I'm on. Okay. So I went to Sobeys, and when I went into Sobeys, people were really weird. I went up to this young girl at the cash register, and she was very, I don't know what you mean. Well, they're over there. Well, no. So I told her, well, no, someone is supposed to, I'm live. Someone is supposed to go back, like you're supposed to go back to get the phone cards. Well, I don't know. So I was like, okay, like, you know what? Never mind. So I went to the next cash register, and I got there, and the guy, he didn't know what I was talking about, or said he didn't know what I was talking about. So it was like people were kind of like they didn't have a brain. It was kind of like the scarecrow. And it was really strange, because there was like three of them, and they were like playing like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, okay. And they're standing there. So one finally figured out, like, okay, yeah, we got to go do this. It's like, well, yeah, I'm a customer. So I was standing there waiting for them to bring my card back. And there was this young boy standing there. And it was so cool, because all of a sudden I started speaking in the light language. And I said something in light language. And all of a sudden, the little boy, he turns his head and his eyes light up, and he just starts talking to me. And we stood there the whole time talking. Even after I paid for my stuff, I was talking to this young boy. So it was really cool. It was different with this young boy, because he was, I believe he was autistic. And when I spoke in light language, he just turned right quick. And he just started talking to me. Like I said, his eyes lit up. So I left there, and I come home, and I was laying down, and I was listening to one of my frequencies, and I could feel the energy just like going right up the center of me. And my body was like my energy was protruding out, and I felt extremely light. I felt like air, like I was just air. And today I went to a summer solstice celebration where I'm at. And I got there, and it was really strange because, like, usually celebrations are high vibrational. And this celebration, it was just kind of like everybody just kind of there, but not there. There was no high energy. I didn't even, there was this one woman that was singing. Her voice, oh my, it was phenomenal. She was awesome. And I was standing there and like listening, and like I get like she was even singing songs that she made her own, but it was going through my head like I was singing with her, like I had already known the words. So I was standing there, and I what like she was so intense, but the energy wasn't rising. It was very stagnant, which was very odd to me. So, and this all like we all have an impact on the world of things that we do, we say, what have you. So it was really weird. Now, the next thing, somebody brought it to my attention with regards to unceded land. Okay, unceded land means that the native communities did not sell or give their land to our governments. The Maritimes, we're ceded land. So technically, there's no money owed to the government. They don't own this land. So if they don't own the land, how are they making us pay taxes? It's not their land to make us pay. Not only is it here, but it's in Ontario, Ottawa, Toronto, or British Columbia. I have an article. I actually posted it to my Facebook. Some of you wouldn't see it, but that's okay. I'm going to go in and tell you what the article is. Okay? Because I actually posted a couple other articles about worms, mealworms, and how they eat plastic. Okay? So it's called What We Mean When We Say Indigenous Land is Unceded. So I'm going to go in there. And like I said, from what I understand, we owe our government nothing. So give the land back. Give everything that is owed to the people that you stole back. Okay. So it's saying to be, okay, you might be living on unceded land. To be more precise, the Maritimes, nearly all of British Columbia, and a large swath of eastern Ontario and Quebec, which includes Ontario, set on territories that were never signed away by the Indigenous people who inherited them before European settlers in North America. In other words, this land was stolen. Okay? So now I want you, it's on the National Observer. Okay? There it is there. Okay? There's where I read. Okay? Now, look into it. Okay? This is the part about free. Canada is free. Canada is not the only place with the unceded land. There's maps showing in the States and all over the world. So you have a right to stand up. Okay? It's time. Wake up. Wipe it out of your eyes. Okay, so I'm leaving you with that. Look further into it. Now, the next thing, like I said, this part was also brought to my attention. It was they said about it, and I looked up the article, and then I just kind of I decided to look it up on YouTube. Okay, now there's articles how tiny worms could solve the world's plastic problem. Mealworms. They make us eat the mealworms. Now, have you not noticed? Okay, we're told goldenrod. Okay, goldenrod. Oh, it's a weed. Kill it. Dandelions. It's a weed. Kill it. Alder bushes. Oh, they're a nuisance. Dig them out. Get rid of them. Goldenrod. People say you're allergic to goldenrod. You're not allergic to goldenrod. It's not the goldenrod you're allergic to. Okay? Because goldenrod, it's actually used as an allergy medicine. Okay? Dandelions, we can eat dandelions. Alders, the bark. It kills bacteria in your mouth. It helps with bleeding gums. The stuff we go to the dentist for. Yeah, I did slap my head because it's like, boom. I didn't know that either. Okay, there's more and more stuff that is coming to light, and we're being distracted from looking at what's real. Okay, so that's why I say, like, wake up. Okay, they're keeping you distracted. I like apologize. I guess he didn't want to be on camera, but I guess he is on camera, and he's actually the one that has been helping me find this stuff because he is awake. Okay. The other day, they say that when it's the Matrix, because well, your energy will glitch things, and when you do something like yesterday, I posted that about the unceded land, and next thing I know, right across, like very low, right across the middle of my property, over my pond, a helicopter flew about 60, well, just above the trees. So think of how high a tree will go. About 60 feet. That's about how high up the helicopter was. Okay. So you're thinking, oh, well, what does that have to do with the tea in China? I just told you. Because when you're breaking the matrix and you're exposing truths, watch. Helicopters will show up. So now with those things, I'm going to leave you with those because we're kind of being told different things. Like my dad, like there's one article on saying that we got to learn, like the mealworms learn to live with plastic. So we got to learn to live with plastic. No, we don't. Because plastic is toxic. YouTube about worms that eat plastic, styrofoam, stuff like that. Okay. And you will find out. Don't ignore what I'm saying, because start asking questions. Why? Why do we not know this stuff? Why are they keeping it from us? They keep making stuff that we're disposing of. And they say, oh, well, we can't get rid. Plastic can only be recycled twice. And then it's still toxic. Okay. What's wrong with it? Like, stuff we had. We lived without plastic before, but well, it's the easiest thing. So the easiest thing is always the right thing, right? I don't think so. Meriske to tushkile. Eto turka to programinga. Nekatutoi na eskeriano tushkile. We need to start using our brain. Like, okay, somebody says something today, which it's like, okay, you got to kill them with kindness. Okay, these narcissists, these energy suckers, right? Okay, I'm dealing with someone that is sort of that way, but they're coming out of that. But they're not using their own brain. It's sometimes for people, it's easier to try and hijack someone else's brain. Okay, and this person, they were like, well, this person told me I had to do this. And then it was like to them, well, wait a minute. You're an adult and you told me this person is like a 14-year-old. Would you listen to a 14-year-old? If like, because you just need to get something done. You don't need to go buy something. You just need to get the thing you have fixed. That's the problem. I went and I bought 2 blenders, personal blenders. One said ice chopper. Well, I was using frozen fruit. It's like ice. Well, it burnt one of them out, and then it didn't even work for the second one. So it burnt the first one out in 2 days. Everything has been made disposable. And we're stupid enough to go buy it because we want the convenience. We're better off going and buying like industrial or business things, like these machines that they use in a business. I know someone that wants to get a business blender because they had a 6 horsepower blender that would do everything and even make soup. And just yesterday, and it was hardly ever used, just yesterday, it wouldn't work no more. So we got this thing, the base of it is about the size, paper cut, is about the size of this book, okay? So this way and out, okay? So it's a big bugger. And that's one massive hunk of plastic that they don't recycle, that they can't recycle. So what we're going to do, because you can order mealworms offline, I'm going to do the experiment and find out. Like, okay, I'm going to get mealworms. I'm going to get quite a few of them. I'm going to put them in a bucket, and I'm going to throw some plastic in there. Okay? And I'm going to watch them eat it. See how long it takes them to eat it. Because they're like, we kill these things. Like they put, there's mealworms in your burgers. You're eating the mealworms. You're eating the stuff that will help the environment. We're killing off the plants that we're told are a nuisance or weeds, but they're helpful to us. Don't you see yet? Go to a health food store. Ask them. I Googled it. I posted things to my Facebook, like mushrooms, like a lot of the mushrooms that were told, don't eat them. They're medicinal. So you got to be careful and look up to make sure. But the majority of this stuff that they're telling us is bad for us and will harm us and causes us respiratory. That's not what causes you respiratory problems. It's stuff that they're putting into your body. falsely lying to you purposely to make you sick. It's time to wake up. It's time to look into things further rather than taking the first thing that they say as gospel, because they do not have your best interest at heart. Like I said before, the ones that are truth seekers that we poo-poo and say, oh, well, you don't know nothing. You're a conspiracy theorist. I seen it on TV. Well, these people went in and dug deeper. They asked questions. Just because you see it on TV doesn't make it true, because think of it this way: green screen, television, tell lies to your vision. I've actually been finding out that there are more and more people where I'm at, around me, that think the same way I do, that are the same way as me. And it's pretty cool. The things that you are being told are helping you, they're hurting you. Okay? There's more to things. Okay? Ireland Clark, she's teaching about the actual truth of what's happening, this more of a supernatural, and how they're trying to mess with your DNA. They're telling us, oh, well, you can't do this. You can't. Yes, you can. Superheroes, the Marvel, we are all them. We all have abilities that we're told, oh, no, that's just in the movies. Think of Star Trek. What am I doing? Okay. Now, what's this? We're interfacing. Okay. Cell phones. What was Star Trek doing? Light ships, they're real. As I told you before, I've seen one. Not only did I see it, but somebody else seen it too. Okay. And it is gorgeous. Give me my light ship. I know it's here. And I know that these things that are keeping you, you're a nail. They got you hammered into the ground. Oh, we're going to bury you. But you're that nail and you keep popping up. And every time you pop up, no, get back in there. You can't come up. You can't come up. Yeah, you can. Tell them to go fuck themselves. I had somebody today say about, well, they make rules. They have to have rules. No, there doesn't have to be rules. There has to be values. Rules are control. Values are free will. And they've taken it. And we've let them. Not knowing that we were totally doing it. We were manipulated into it. Because we wanted to believe so bad that these people were really trying to help us when they weren't trying to help us. Because if they were trying to help us, the crises of the world would be stopped. Free energy is out there and they're hiding it from you. Nikola Tesla, look into it. Listen to the frequencies. If you have stress, anxiety, and physical elements, listen to these. Listen to the DNA frequencies, 528, 432. Those are the two main ones, but there are many others. 285 helps with the immune system. 417, it helps to remove negative energy, the same as 528. Like, there's a lot of different energies or frequencies. You just got to listen to the ones that really resonate with you, that make you feel good inside. Because you're in a psychological warfare. We are at war. It's a spiritual war of the mind and the body. You can heal yourself by switching the way you think and believe. I told you before, a placebo pill. And they make you pay for a placebo pill. A placebo pill is sugar. I'm a little frustrated, and I'm frustrated with myself too. Do I do a lot of research? Not now, I don't. In 2020, the beginning of 2020, holy crap. The stuff I was looking into, I know we are dealing with really nasty. But the frequencies are coming up because more and more people are saying, screw you. I'm not going to take your shit and abuse anymore. Okay? Money ain't everything. Do we need it right now? Yeah, we need it. But do we need to really keep up with the Joneses or envy them because they got this, they got that? Do you have family? Because family is way more important than money. Family is supposed to be everything. When last did you go for a walk? When last were you having a good time with your family without having to pay for it? You go to a beach, some beaches, you got to pay for parking. You do anything fun that shouldn't cost nothing, you got to pay for it because it's all greed. These mealworms, that's one thing that says about greed. Because the plastic, we could have some of it solved. The unceded land. Our governments. People are going bankrupt. People are using credit right now to buy gas. I know someone else who is, and I don't have a credit card, but like where I'm at, they got a sign, you have to pay inside before you can get your gas. But that was the only gas place that I seen that tells you got to pay inside before you get your gas. It's all about control. Okay? Controlling. I said it before. Break the chains. Break the sire. If you don't know what sire means, it means the father. Break the father of the pain. Okay? You need to break the ego so you can feel in here. So that you can actually see what's real and what actually helps us instead of what is hurting, and instead like thinking, oh, well, this is good for you, when you really need to think like, okay, I take this, but then I got to take this to subside this that this here caused. So it's like this. You keep going round and round and round. And then they're making more and more money and more and more money and more and more money and more and more money. Meanwhile, you're getting poorer, 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 sicker, sicker, sicker. Okay? I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm trying to get you to think about things and go further than what you see in front of you. Go behind it. Go around it. Come out of the mental box of lies. If you're not happy with your job, ask God for help. Okay? Ask the angels for help, because, you know, a lot of people, like, they talk about Jesus, they talk about God and what have you, but do you really know what it is? You're stronger than what you think you are. Sorry, I'm kind of kind of blank right now. I walk with God. I strongly believe in God. And I pray every day, because I know He may not answer my prayers that minute, but I know He will. She will. Because every time I help myself, I feel God helping me, guiding me, sending the angels to pick me up. And I talk to them all the time. And that's what Jesus was telling us. They say it in the Bible that Jesus was talking to the angels. Well, you can too. And some of you already know that. When you feel like you're alone, you're never alone. Talk to you got family who's passed. You got the angels. Talk to them, because they can hear you. You may not hear them right away, but open yourself to hearing them. And like I said before, know that when you hear something, acknowledge it. Okay, and focus on positive. Expose the filth, but focus on the love. Because it's out there, and more people are waking up. And they're feeling it in their heart. And that's why I said they're not taking the shit and abuse anymore. Be strong. Stand tall. And know that you're never alone, because God is always with you. Because God's right in here and all around. Kitroskiana, Isulashklena Koye, Griskena, Druskia, Miaskana to Skiria Ushkaya. What I basically told you there was to stand tall, strong, and move. Feel the energy. Feel God all around you. Center yourself. Right? Center. Namaste, you know. We need to center, to align. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. And I've been telling someone else the same thing, because don't be a hypocrite. Don't criticize someone else when, like, you didn't like it when it was being done to you from somebody else. Like the saying of do unto others as you would have others do unto you. You want to be treated with respect? Well, treat others with respect. There's no room for division anymore. We need to become together in unity. Put aside color, sex, religion. It's all ignorance. We got taught things in school, which became a vicious circle, because we were always put against each other, even with grades. Oh, you're not smart. Oh, well, maybe I'm not smart in that subject because I have no interest in it. They need to be teaching life skills in school. Okay? How to make clothes. How to cook, if you cook. Some are becoming more vegetarian and vegan. Teach you how to do preservatives. How to garden and plant. Bring Mother Earth back to the beauty that she was. Because she still is beautiful. And we need to show her. Look around and notice the little things. And you'll notice the new plants, new flowers, things that you have not seen before, things that were said to be extinct. Because the vibration is changing and the frequency, it's exposing the truth. COVID is corona. The real name for it is corona. Corona is the crown around the sun, the outer layer of the sun that's sending off the solar energy flares. Mother Earth is sending off energy, and it's what's causing the Earth to change, things to erupt. We're told that we're at fault for global warming. We as the people are not. The big corporations are who are the ones. We just have to, we felt like we had to buy their stuff and have their stuff. But we don't have to. Sometimes the simplest things in life, not sometimes, the biggest majority of the time, the simple things in life are the best things. Don't sweat the big stuff. Look at the small stuff, because the small stuff is the stuff that God has provided you with. The stuff that we're told is bad for us and bad for Mother Earth. Today, when I went to the summer solstice, I bought a couple things. I bought this ring here, which is really pretty, and a little boy made it. Just one second. bought this amethyst. Okay. And this here really resonated with me. Okay. Because I'll tell you the story. Why it resonated with me is because last year, one day, I was out by my trailer and I had the music going and I was dancing and I was going like this. Like I was forming a bunch of different branches. So this here reminded me of my dance. So I bought that. See, that's very pretty. And it is, the woman called it Giver of Life. It's a limited edition. She only done 250 of them. I got the 36th one. So now you can do what you will with that information I gave you. I really hope that you take the time to research it and look into Ireland Clark, because she'll help you to understand different aspects of life and how to enlighten. She helps with consciousness. She does hypnotherapy. Seriously, she's helped me a lot the past year and a half, or year, sorry. And also Michael at Our Everyday Lives, because he explains all the ascension symptoms, like you get panic and anxiety, and sometimes you feel like you're dying. Well, we're not dying. We're having ascension symptoms. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you there. I don't think I have anything else. Okay. It's when you feel off, you want to push the pressure away, because it's kind of like something don't like you talking. So it's like, I'll suffocate you. I'll squash you to death. Okay. So, miledashkale atotoy, bekrito puriaskatatai. E kolala shkala to kuriaskara I krema to korea. E solala shkala to kurubuturia margaskatatakriatakui. E kataila elashkale me konna mekeskere otole. Kalashkala kototo huikatea. Nekeseto tole ashkalana mukodea. Kalelashkala kole kolea. Okay, so I wish you all a very great summer solstice, first day of summer. It might be crappy out some, but look past that, because the bright white sun is there, and there is an extremely bright blue sun. And you know what? You might not see them right now, but there are actually many blue Earth planets full of abundance up there. You've heard the saying, heaven on earth. As it is our kingdom, as it is in heaven. Okay? It's coming. Push the veil aside and say, I see it. Okay? Namaste to you all. I love you very much. Alaskeria. I'm not looking for, we know.